Our neighbors to the north share more than just the North Dakota and Canadian nice attitude. Both countries share border cities that contribute to each other's economies. Kiara Brown traveled to one border town in our state to see how the now open borders have impacted the city.
In Bottineau, it's not uncommon to see Canadian travelers walking down Main Street or jetting around Lake Metagoshi in the summer. But border towns like Bottineau were hurting during the pandemic, as they rely on our neighbors to the north to spend their money in the Four Seasons playground.
I talked to the restaurants and the businesses around town, and they've noticed them coming back, but it's not as full force as it was, but it's increasing. And with summertime, we expect it to really boom.
Summer has obvious attractions to Northerners: the lake, hiking trails, and cheaper grocery prices. But Americans rely on Canada for getaways too. And some locals say they have not been to Canada as frequent as before. And that's partly because of the shorter border crossing hours.
Right now, the borders are limited in the hours that they can be open. And I think it's had some economic impact, especially on what I notice on our side. And so I wish they would extend our borders back to the hours that they were open prior. It would benefit everybody greatly on both sides.
Canadian visitors are a common sight at gas stations and grocery stores in Bottineau, often buying tobacco items because Canada's tax on tobacco products are nearly 3 times the price as the U.S. They also come to the U.S. to buy things that Canadian stores don't sell.
During the holiday time, it was the Bugles snacks. They couldn't get them up there. I guess they make something called nuts and bolts, and so we were selling out of those every single day. They were down here. So there's some other little things. I guess one of the ice cream toppings they can't get up there, so they come here.
Even though summer is the busiest time of year in Bottineau, leaders are seeing increasing tourism as we move further away from the pandemic. With a full Main Street, the Bottineau Winter Park, and hiking and snowmobiling trails galore, there is plenty to do in Bottineau outside of summer.
We have things to do all year, summer, winter, fall, spring. Anything that you're looking for, you can find it here.
In Bottineau, for KX News, I'm Kiara Brown.
A number of new businesses have opened in Bottineau as well. Look for details on them tomorrow on KX News at 6.